And just like that, baby, we are officially live on the official Wydoe podcast with your boy Wydoe, and we are live from the sunny Winston Trails Golf Course out here in Lake Worth, Florida. And I got my man Hunter on the podcast.
Yes, sir.
The Headhunter. Okay,
yes, sir.
HeadHunterGolfLLC. How you feeling today, bro?
I am feeling fantastic.
Couldn't ask for anything more. I've got beer. We're hanging out with Wydoe. You know, shit could be worse.
Okay. We started with 4 potential extra balls for Wydoe. We're down to 1, okay? You saw the real dap up. This is the sir. Hey, good to meet you, sir. Now, I'm not a golfer, brother, okay? I'm a Top Golf Platinum member.
Okay.
I fucking hit driving range. 305 was my farthest, maybe on the 3rd floor. Let's slow down here. Now, because we got beers, we're drinking. What? We're on the golf court drinking. What? We're hitting at the driving range. It's open until 10 p.m. here at the Winston Trails. What? What got you into golf, Hunter?
Well, I played baseball my entire life, and once I stopped playing baseball, I needed something a little bit more competitive to get into.
Now, who got you into golf? Family, look up to somebody? Who got you into sport of golf, brother?
Probably my dad. I used to go out with him when I was younger. I wasn't really good. I didn't practice. We just, he'd take me out. We'd play a little bit, hit the driving range, whatever. So he's definitely the one that got me into it. And then as I kind of went through high school, I started playing a little bit more, and a couple of buddies of mine, we'd go out and slam an 18 pack and have a blast. That was a way to not only play golf and have fun doing it.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm so glad that nowadays, my dad's a huge golf fan. I brought my couple of clubs. Okay, I got some Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus, who knows what the fuck they are. But shout out to that old man at the garage sale. But I'm glad to see the youth attending golf, getting into golf. Not so much maybe the playing of the sport, which is very professional, very proper as it should be. Keep it real professional here. How many fucking golf carts have you flipped, brother? Whole entire career?
Oh shit, probably 2.
Wow. But the watching of the sport, the being there live, the event that it has become. Obviously you get to drink, have a good time, but following your favorite players, being on the greens. I'm so happy by that. And to be honest, brother, it's guys like you that are taking to the Instagrams, the social media platforms to kind of show it in a different light. A little bit of comedy, a little bit of fun. So what influenced you to do that? And I'm so happy that you did, brother.
Well, I appreciate it, first of all. What kind of got me to, take golf this way and kind of push my brand to make golf fun. Yep. Most people who aren't, super into golf, they don't know about it, they don't really understand it. Their first thoughts are, preppy country club sport, serious sport. Everyone's got a birdie, everyone's got to be good at golf. Yep. And, I'm sitting here, I hit the shit out of the ball. I don't know where the hell it's going half the time. Yeah. Having a bunch of drinks, hanging out with the guys. And it's a blast, so that kind of is what drove me to push it in a little bit different of a, not the same manner as everybody kind of already views it as, because we all know that there's professional golfers and everybody likes to watch them on TV, obviously. Yep. Because they're really freaking good, let's be honest. And, yep. I could never, I will probably never get to that point. So I stand for all of the people who are never going to get to that point. All the guys who want to go out on a Saturday, crack a few cold ones with the boys, that's what it's all about. Yeah. The bottle openers tie right into it, so I've kind of just created my brand off of that and solely off of that. Golf it's fun. You can make it fun. And I've gotten one stuck in a lake. I can't disclose any of the locations.
Not at all. I'll tell you, Hunter, it ain't never good to get something stuck in the lake, but if you do, it might as well be a light golf cart. You can pull that bitch out more than a 4x4, you know what I'm saying?
Golf carts ain't light,
See, I've never flipped one. I've never put it in a lake. I wouldn't know the weight, but my friend here, he knows.
I get a lot of hate too for what I do. Wow. But it's one of those things where this is one of those situations where haters are a good thing.
Right.
They not only do they boost the brand and help me out, they still comment, they hate on it, but guess what? You're helping me out either way by commenting on the videos that I'm in or posting. And it's people like that whose minds need to you got to be open-minded with stuff, with something like this. Yeah, yeah. Because it's not all just a one-sided, preppy sport. You have to be good at
the proper.
It's fun,
and it's all about what haters you're looking at. Because if it's just the fans that are just loyal fans of the proper professional sport, the pure sport that they're trying to hate on you for trying to make a gimmick or make a laugh of, who cares about them? Because I guarantee the people at PGA or a golf owner, right, someone that owns a golf course, if you're influencing kids and people to want to go play golf, they're not mad at you.
Right.
They're happy as fuck. More people on the tour, more kids that want to involve themselves in the game.
Right.
We get training, come to the course. When the kids tell the parents, I want to go to the golf course, Dad, Mom, instead of the skating rink or the park or the fucking wherever else, you know what I'm saying? That's like a, oh, really? More parents would come. So who's hating on you? And that goes for anything in life. Haters are great, but who is hating on you? That's what's important.
Exactly.
That's what's important. So no, let's get to the product, dog. As you can see right in front on the on-air sign, you know, crispy. Heavy too, okay? Heavy fucking duty, but I'm not much of a beer drinker. I don't drink too much alcohol. I'll put it down. We'll get right.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody
I'll drink
out
to
there.
that.
Headhunter's official bottle opener, okay? And listen, this thing's seen the green, okay? This fucking handle right here has seen, that club has seen the green, seen the ball, seen the grass, because he taught me ball, then grass,
Correct.
and now bottle.
Boom. It's done.
You kidding me? Hey, listen, brother, I'm more of a professional setting right now. I like to light my medicine on fire. I want to ask, dog, what was your idea of getting into the bottle opener? Was this your first product as an entrepreneur, as an inventor, which you are, sir? Talk about the product a little bit. I'm talking about heavy, guys. If you know, I'm talking about fucking heavy, dog. Come on now.
Yes, so this is the very first thing I've ever like actually created and pushed as a product, owning a business. I've never owned a business before. I was doing a lot of my own club work in my garage at home, fixing clubs, you know, working on my own, regripping, reshafting, you know, just doing whatever, just drinking beers while I'm doing it, having a good time. I like to work with my hands, so, you know, it was like kind of a hobby of mine. And I kind of got tired of doing the same thing over again. I was selling sets of old, you know, used sets of clubs, and I kind of got tired of doing the same thing again. I was making decent money, but it just wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy it. And of course, working on golf clubs doesn't sound fun, but you know, for some people it is. And it was fun in the beginning. So I'm allowed to curse on this, correct?
Hunter, be careful, brother. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I own this goddamn podcast.
That's what I like
say
to hear.
What you want, brother.
I'm sitting here dropping F-bombs like, wait a second, what?
Yeah.
All right,
good.
fuck it, let's roll. I noticed I could do it better. And I looked on Etsy, I looked everywhere online to try and find like a good looking top, and I found some decent ones on Etsy. You know, they cost me, it was expensive at first, but I didn't think so. I bought 15, I was just messing around, you know. I wasn't trying to start a business. I was like, let me just do something fun, you know, as a hobby. And I got the 15 in. I made a few. I posted a picture on my Instagram story the weekend of Father's Day. I think Father's Day was on a Sunday that weekend. Posted it on Friday on my Instagram story, and I had sold 30 of them by Saturday.
Damn.
So I didn't even have enough to fill orders, and that's kind of when I was like, holy shit. So I ordered more. I ordered about 30 more. I filled all those orders and then sold out of those. So I had just sold, what is 35 plus 15? I literally failed college algebra. 50.
Yep. We're all good here, baby. We good, dog.
Sold 50 of them in no time. And, you know, mind you, I was selling them for 20 or 30 bucks a piece. Nothing crazy, but, you know, I was like, damn, this is something here. So I went and did my research on Alibaba, trying to find the best plug from China. And I bought 900 bottle opener tops. I think I spent a little over $1,000. It must have been 12 or 1,300 bucks. And, you know, I was very hesitant at first because I'm like, what if this doesn't pan out? Like, I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where this is going to go. But listen, if you can't take risks and, you know,
hey, brother,
you have to be able to, you got to be willing to take risks and do things you're not comfortable with doing, even if it's going to hurt your wallet, because you're going to make that money back anyways, you know. Fucking send it.
In the definition of entrepreneur, it says to take great financial risk.
Always.
And this is what it is.
Always. And, you know, from then on, I was like, I got to make that money back.
Yeah.
So I need to sell some shit. You know, so I'm flipping golf clubs. I'm pumping out bottle openers. This was Winston Trails. This was the very first pro shop I got into before I started my company. I didn't even have a company started yet. Got on the phone with Brian, the owner of Winston Trails, great guy, love the guy to death. He's done a lot for me and helped me out in this process. And you know, this was the very first place I ever got into. And now I'm in 6 pro shops locally. I have my own website. You know, I took the time and spent a little bit of money to kind of build this up, you know, with branding and things like that on Instagram. Branding is very important nowadays, especially when it comes to social media. You know, we've spoken about this before.
Right.
If you don't look credible online, no one's going to take you seriously, and unfortunately that's the world we live in. Instagram has become an online resume.
Yeah.
So building my Instagram was a huge part in this. But I wouldn't be where I am without making that freaking bottle opener, you know, without having that idea and just absolutely fucking full sending, buying 900 of them and just pushing them, set up meetings, talk to head pros, talk to people who own golf courses, get them out there, make a fucking website, you know, push it.
I mean, just for anybody out there, you know, that's doing anything like this, has a brand, whatever you have, networking, marketing is number one. It's key. Branding is awesome, but you got to meet some people first before they can know what it is your brand. And just today, came here. This is the first time me being at this beautiful golf course, Winston Trails, and look, we saw the restaurant owners come out, talk to us, say sit wherever you want.
Yep.
Set up the podcast anywhere. So
Exactly.
I would have never had that if I was super shy and just came here. Hey, Hunter, man, I'm over there in the hill, brother. You ready? No. Walk in and you'll be surprised with how people will interact with you, especially if you have a smile on your face. How you doing? Keep it moving, okay? Tornado twisting up in the bottle over here, okay? 5th hole, Winston Trails. How you doing? Keep it moving. I'd give it about a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Dude,
I mean,
7.5.
was that a light beer or what? I let it rain. I turn. You don't even know about that, dog. That was like 5 years for your high school days. You don't know about that. Would you rather stand 5 feet in front of Tiger Woods and let him tee the fuck off and hit you square in the back? Square in the bite. Florida, we say the bite.
Bite.
Or would you rather put a golf tee, wedge it right in between your big toenail and kick the wall as hard as you can?
Oh, dude, I can't even fucking picture that. No.
Ex-NFL punter Pat McAfee, shout out to Pat and the boys. What? Would you rather take an NFL punt right to the nuts or the same golf tee in between the toe?
I think punt to the nuts.
It's just something about that fucking toenail and that
Dude.
goddamn tee, right? Final trivia question. This is a serious one. What comes down but never goes up?
Fucking rain.
Whoa!
So I want to ask you this, brother. It's something I ask on the podcast a lot. If you could go back 5 years ago and talk to Hunter 5 years ago and tell him where you're at, what you're doing now, would he have believed you?
No, definitely not. Sometimes you. That's actually a really good question.
Because to me, before you even go, I feel like on my show, this is the most important thing, is how you compare yourself. It's good too, but don't compare yourself to the celebs.
Right.
Okay, not Tiger Woods. Years ago, Hunter, would you have believed what you're doing now?
Being honest, fuck
Keeping it
no. I'm 23 years old, and I don't think there's many 23-year-olds out there who can say that, you know, they've accomplished the things that I've accomplished in running your own business and, you know, being a sole proprietor, building it from the ground up, you know, making it what it is today.
That's right.
Getting it to where not only you want it to be, but making it successful, you know, successful to you. And, you know, obviously, you know, making a little bit of money off of that as well, which takes time.
That's right.
Obviously. 5 years ago, I would not have guessed that I'd be in this. I wouldn't be sitting on a fucking podcast right now talking to anybody. I don't think so.
Of your own brand.
Exactly. So now we're branching out and doing all kinds of other things. So, you know, I never thought I'd be in this position. And, you know, everybody always dreams of owning their own company. Everybody thinks about it one time, you know, in their life. It'd be really cool to own my own company and do exactly what I want to do. And I am doing exactly what I want to do right now.
Come on now. Everything's relative, so you're doing exactly that.
Exactly. So it's important to have a backbone of a job as well. I still work full time. I work 40 hours a week. The outside operations supervisor at a private golf and country club in this area. And, you know, that's helped me fund all of the things I want to do with the company and whatnot. But, you know, it's very important to not get absolutely headstrong and tunnel visioned on growing the business, quitting my job because I'm going to go full time in the business. It's got to be set in stone. You have to be making money off of it in order to get to that point. And you know, I haven't even gotten there yet. I'm still building this business. I'm still growing the brand. You know, I've grown it to where it is today, and I'm not satisfied with where it is. I want it to go, let's fucking hit the moon, let's go.
Now on the flip side of that, if you could go back 10 years, 7 years, and give Hunter one piece of advice, what would it be? And this is for the young kid that wants to be the next Hunter out there. Because I'll tell you, brother, I went to a high school basketball game the other day, and it was senior night, and a few of the cheerleader girls were entrepreneurs, had their business, whether it was nails, makeup, lashes, and shout out to anybody out there that does that at a young age. Because when I was in school, I'm class of 2013, I had none of that shit, dog. Nothing. So if you could go back 10 years ago to young Hunter, what would you tell him? One word of advice.
I can only say one.
Just one, brother. We ain't got time in the past. You know how the damn time machines work.
If I had to say one thing, I'd probably say talk to people. Don't be shy. Because you might, you know, this is an old saying, you miss 100% of the chances you don't take.
That's right.
So take chances, you know, speak to people, talk to even your teachers. Look at me now saying this. If you knew me in high school, let's be real here.
What?
From answering that fucking
A
question?
free bottle of Wiggy. What?
Can I?
Yeah. Come on now.
But, you know,
Same
talk
way.
to your teachers, show them you care. You never know who you're going to bump into. You never know who's going to help you get to that next level. You never know who's going to help you get to where you want to be in life. Again, this is a very old saying as well. Your net worth is your network.
That's right.
The more people you know, the better off you are. Because if somebody calls me up today and asks me to do something that I know for a fact I can't do or get done, I know somebody that can.
Yeah.
Or at least I should. And if I don't, guess what I'm going to do right after that person calls me and asks me that question?
We're going to figure it out.
I'm going to get on the phone and I'm going to fucking talk to everybody I possibly can to have a connection that can do that, because I've been asked and I couldn't deliver. And I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that knows everybody.
So I want to ask you, who are your golf influences growing up, and maybe even now? Who do you like? Who are your top golfers you watch? I know who, brother, but for the people, you know what I'm saying?
If you've seen my Instagram page, I think you know. Mr. Daly is obviously, the guy's a fucking legend. I mean,
The legend John Daly, come on now.
he's a fucking legend, and you know, I could never get myself to rip heaters all day long, but man, that guy fucking cracks me up, and he is damn good at golf too.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
He is a very good golfer. He's had a very good career, and he gets fucked up while he plays. I'm like, dude, this is the epitome of what I'm pushing, you know?
Yeah.
Let's go out and have fun. Fuck it, why are you taking it so seriously, you know? Relax, go out and have fun. You hit a shot in the water, take a drink.
Yeah.
Can't get out of the sand, take a fucking drink. Relax.
Yep.
Listen to some music. Don't let them old fuckers behind you get up on your ass and tell you that you need to, you know,
Speed it up,
dude,
yeah.
What? Come on, man.
I've only played a few rounds of real golf in my life. Like I said, I'm a platinum member at motherfucking Top Golf, 3rd floor. That's me sending shots, okay, to the moon. Zoom. Saw a goddamn TikTok or Instagram reel of Mike Trout at Top Golf, and he fucking, it's still going as we speak.
Yeah.
It's in space. Got a couple more for you, dog. Appreciate the Winston Trails Golf Clubs. We out here in Lake Worth, Florida. Sunny fucking Florida, baby. You know Wydoe, Florida boy. And I got my man Hunter here from HeadHunterGolfLLC.
Yes, sir.
Now, you mentioned you got a 40-hour job, okay? You were
I am the outside operations supervisor.
That sounds fucking real professional, dog. I didn't want to say no golf course manager or some shit. Now, he's the fucking operator of that thing, bull. Now, I want to ask you
Not
this.
quite, but
It
thanks for, you know, pumping it up a little bit.
It is what it is, brother. Now, I want to ask you, can you describe a great day on the job, and you can describe a bad day on the job?
God, you're really fucking good at asking questions.
And we're freestyling out here, baby. You already know we coming live.
So, honestly, when it's really slow, we bitch and moan that it's slow and we're bored. Then when it picks up and it gets real busy, we bitch and moan that it's too busy. It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's one of those jobs. But a good day is when I don't get asked to do. There's days where I get asked to do a lot of things that I don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know, for these people, and you have to put a smile on your face. You know, you have to show them you care, whether you care or not. That's very important, not only to them but to the atmosphere of the club. You know, the service that we provide. It's one of those things you just have to do. So, you know, it gets to a point where you just have to do it and get over it. And, you know, I throw the fake smile on, anybody who has a job knows that you have to fake smile. You have to pretend like you care when you absolutely don't.
That's right.
You know, some of these requests I get are unfathomable, to say the least, and those are the types of things that I dislike. That's when I'm there at 6, I get to work at 6 a.m. every day, and if somebody pulls up at 6:45 and, you know, they need their tire pressure checked in their golf cart, you know, I'm running around doing everything to set the place up for you to play golf today. Come on.
Yeah, right. Priorities
Really?
here. That's way
You know
up
what
the
I mean?
priority. Now I got to balance it out here now. A couple more I got for you, dog. If you could be a caddy for anybody in the world except John Daly, because that wouldn't be a caddy, it would just be a fucking party on wheels. If you could caddy for anybody out there, dog, who would it be?
Oh my God.
I'm going Pat Perez, Team Jordan. I just want some J's, brother. Hook me up, bro. You're a real one too, Pat. Shout out.
But it has to be a pro?
No.
Like a PGA professional?
Whoever the hell you want. You can go get Happy Gilmore. Bring the hockey stick, dog. About to go fucking hit some, what do you call them, piss missiles, fucking nuclear rockets.
Piss rod squad, baby.
We're smashing shit over here. But I want to ask you my final question. This is a question I ask all my guests, but I always twist it and bend it to work for you and what you got going on. But it's the same principle. Representing your brand, and if I offered you a chance tomorrow to speak and host an event live in front of 1,000 people, or would you take 50,000 additional Instagram followers? 1,000 live or 50,000 on IG, brother? No wrong answers. No wrong answers.
Well, no, I do social media marketing.
Yeah. That's a whole nother episode. We didn't want to get to that, brother. We just want to show you the course before you show the class, okay?
I would definitely stand up in front of 1,000 people. And that takes me back to your question. 5 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. I just said, give me the 50K on Instagram.
Come on.
I was young and dumb. I was young and dumb. I didn't, you know, it sounds really cool to have a lot of followers on Instagram. But once you get to a certain point of, did I talk on the phone with freaking anywhere from 5 to 15 people a week? Come on. I try and talk to as many people I've never spoken to in my life every single week, every single day. And that's kind of the same concept, you know. People hear your voice and you're more likely to not only gain their respect, but again, you never know what's going to come about. You never know who's going to reach out to you from that.
You never know the impact that you have on them. Somebody asked me, what power would you have, Wyatt? One power, I would want people to know the impact they have on others.
100%.
And a lot of artists, I've asked this question of business owners, rappers, artists, performers, 1,000 live or 50,000 edition. I've had both responses, and they'll tell me why. Well, I want 50, but let me ask you, and last thing I'll say, Hunter, you two wrap it up with this, dog. And marketing, he's blowing up. Okay, we'll get there. You've seen hundreds, thousands of additional followers in your time in the span here. But I guarantee you remember 1 or 5 people you've met in person a lot more than any 1,000 or 100 on Instagram. Would you agree with that?
100%. I mean, that goes back to what I was saying about, you know, getting on the phone with people. I've had, you know, Balkinis, for example. I'm a quick shout out, my man Balkinis. He's the man. I love that guy to death. We met, he had 150 followers on Instagram. I reached out because I loved the product. Shit's hilarious. I love it. It's a pair of tits and an ass that holds 2 golf balls. I mean, come on, that's money for the golf industry. That's a titty T right there. Yeah. So I reached out and I was like, I gotta have these. He's got what, 20,000 followers on Instagram, insane engagement. I mean, he's doing really well, and I give him a lot of credit there because he works hard on that. But I talk to him every single day. He flew down here from Chicago. Wow. Just to play around the golf with me. Wow. We went out, played around the golf, and, you know, had some words. And we have been, you know, I look at him not only as my closest business partner, but he's like a best friend now. You know? Yeah. I talk to the guy every single day, and we're constantly coming up with new ideas. We got a lot of things brewing right now. There's a lot of things about to happen right now. So, you know, that's a perfect prime example of, you know,
what live does.
Exactly.
What in person does.
You know what I mean? Because if I had just followed them back on Instagram and he followed me on Instagram, and, you know, we might have conversed a little bit through Instagram. So what? You're gonna comment on my posts, but I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know, you know, what your plan is. And now we're We got a lot of things coming. I can't
right.
say anything else,
That's
but
right.
there's a lot of shit
We
coming.
got a lot coming, a lot brewing. It's
There's a lot
2023.
coming.
You already know what's
It's
going
gonna be
on.
cool.
And it's your boy Wydoe on the Wydoe podcast, here with the CEO of Headhunter Golf LLC, Hunter himself.
Cheers.
Live from the Winston Trails in Lake Worth, Florida. Brother, I appreciate you stopping
Yes,
by the
sir.
podcast.
Hey,
We're going to jump off
Thank
here.
you.
We're going to jump in a golf cart.
let's go hit some piss missiles, baby.
4